So, did Nia Long and Taraji P. Henson's feud start because of an ill-timed joke? Or was there something deeper going on in terms of Nia Long's attitude on set? Nia Long has the face of an angel, so it's only right we think that she would be an absolute joy. But that seems not to be the case, as it has been revealed that Nia is a bit of a challenge girl. It seems her reputation for being a mean diva with a nasty attitude is something that Taraji allegedly had to call out, and they have never been the same since. Okay, never been the same since then. So, why did Taraji P. Henson call out Nia? And why is Nia seen as difficult to work with? Well, let's get into it. The whole issue with Nia and Taraji P. Henson started because Nia Long had a recurring role in Empire Season 3, playing Lucius's ex, who was in the process of getting back at Taraji's character, Cookie. However, her character was taken out of the show pretty quickly, and according to sources, it had a lot to do with how Nia was relating with the cast and crew during production of the show. Well, for starters, she was habitually late for her scenes, and her co-stars would sometimes be waiting on set for 30 minutes. And if eventually Nia Long did not show up, producers would have to use a stand-in for her so that Taraji and Terrence Howard could rehearse their scenes, but it reached a point where Taraji just could not handle it anymore, and things escalated on one of those occasions. One time when Nia was late, one person on set asked her why she was always on black people's time, meaning that it was always black people that are always late. So when the guy took it up upon himself to ask her why, Nia went off on the guy so badly that Taraji P. Henson had to intervene. She allegedly said, "Why are you so mad? Are you on your period?"
I'm not so edgy after all, huh?
No. TP is levels.
Well,
levels.
I am edgy, but not in my work.
Levels on levels.
It could be that Taraji was just making a light joke to ease attention and warn her about her tardiness and let her know about whatever else had been said about her on set. But Nia supposedly did not see anything funny, and that was when the tension started. It went beyond Nia arriving late on set, because allegedly the hair and makeup team had to lodge a formal complaint against Nia Long, which was the first time they had filed a formal complaint against anyone. They said Nia was extremely disrespectful and, at times, decided she did not like her looks at the last minute and would then proceed to insult everyone because of the hair.
And so it's been a blessing and a curse because here's what I do know. Nia Long knows her light. Nia Long knows her makeup. Nia Long knows her hair. And you probably can't talk me into something else unless you show me. If you want to call that difficult, then sorry.
Anyone who knows Taraji P. Henson well or works with her knows that she goes hard for the crew members of her production team, and she was not going to let Nia disrespect the Empire crew in her presence. So Taraji again had an issue with how she treated the crew members. But apparently, the bigger issue between Taraji P. Henson and Nia Long boiled down to the fact that each actress wanted to outshine the other, and a source even told E! News that tensions calmed between them towards the end of the season. But it comes down to the fact that they both have been in the industry for so long and both want to be the star. Unfortunately for Nia, Taraji is the star of Empire, and no one and nothing will change that. Nia came with her own ideas, and Taraji was not having it. In fact, based on the reports, tensions rose to such a level that producers were looking for a way to shoot their joint scenes separately because it was that difficult to have two alpha females on set at the same time. But according to sources, the feud may have started way before Empire because allegedly Nia said some pretty terrible things about Taraji P. Henson. After all, she did not feel that Taraji P. Henson deserved all the opportunities she was getting.
But the women that I was in constant competition with, mostly it was me and Jada. It was like, oh, do you want the brown-skinned spicy girl or do you want the light-skinned spicy girl?
So by the time she was being cast in Empire, Taraji and the crew members who loved her were not willing to tolerate even the slightest insult. In addition to the drama that was already brewing, there was also reports that Nia threatened to sue the production because of an improper goodbye that stemmed from an event that took place on the last day. What usually happens is when a guest star finished filming their last scene, the assistant director would call the guest out, allowing the cast and crew to offer up applause and say thank you. But it seems like the crew could not wait to let Nia go, because Nia did not get that kind of send-off. The assistant director was distracted by helping Terrence Howard find some Benadryl to treat an allergic reaction, and Nia walked off the set and threatened to sue over the apparent oversight. Ugh, talk about a drama queen. She stated that the goodbye was in her contract, but it is still quite unclear if the director was distracted or just used that as an excuse not to thank Nia. But given the complaints that were given, it is very likely that it was the latter. The shocking thing is that this is not the first time people in Hollywood have said that working with Nia is a nightmare. During an interview on The Breakfast Club, Malcolm Lee was asked who were some of the people he had difficulty working with on set while filming The Best Man, and he specifically said that Nia was a challenge. People not wanting to work with her goes beyond her being such a diva on set. There was also an incident on The Best Man in which Taye Diggs said he thought he would never work with Nia again. Well, if you had watched The Best Man, you would remember the scene where Nia Long slaps Taye Diggs. Well, that was just her putting a spin on the script, and it threw Taye Diggs completely off guard.
She slapped the out of me, like for real. And you get a moment where I go, woo! And I stayed in it. I was pissed. I was like, I'm never gonna work with her again. You know, how unprofessional.
In addition, there has also been a long feud between Nia and Jada Pinkett, something that Nia herself hinted may have emerged from people constantly putting them against each other. According to Nia, she and Jada and other women opened doors for women of color, and because she knew how far they had come and exactly what she wanted, she was labeled difficult to work with, which according to her is far from the truth. But at the same time, she has been in the business long enough to know what best suits her, and has definitely graduated to the level of being able to call some of those shots. But it seems like Taraji was having none of it. As much as there were reports about something going on between Nia and Taraji, Nia's rep denied the claims and said in a statement, "Nia has been nothing but a consummate professional. We are not aware of any complaint, suit, or case against her from anyone involved in the show, and we find the timing of all these stories to be very suspicious, given that the series returns tonight." This just seems like a damage control statement because how can more than one production team have the same thing to say about one person when Nia herself has even confirmed that she has been called difficult several times? As for what Nia herself said when the paparazzi caught up with her amidst the rumors, and when she was asked about a lawsuit the show's hair and makeup team were planning to bring against her, Nia responded by saying that there was no lawsuit and had never been any lawsuit. She was right because the crew member only filed a complaint. When she was asked if she loved Taraji, she tried to clear the air by saying she actually loved Taraji.
I love Taraji. She's an amazing actress. There's no beef with us at all.
That seems kind of hard to believe, seeing as she already said she does not think she deserves all the opportunities she got. And she even got angry at how she claimed Taraji P. Henson treated her while on set. So tell me, what do you think? Leave them below in the comments.